back for round two real quick. Got a little vent that I want to do real quick, man, before I go into this session I got today, man. I got a little time that opened up for me, man, so I thought I'd just tap back into y'all while it was some of my mind that I had to say, man. So hopefully y'all can reconnect with the kid, man, and just listen to this build real quick. Hopefully I ain't catch y'all too off guard, man. Y'all know how I like to do, like I said, move like a thief in the night, man. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna strike y'all with some information and inspiration, man. Y'all know I like to do these two-a-days type deal, man. So I'm right back at it. Just left y'all, man, but I got some things that I still want to get off my chest. And like I said, man, some time opened up for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and vent to y'all for a little 30 minutes real quick, man. I gotta talk to my brothers on this one. Hey, Fletcher, peace, what's happening? I gotta talk to my brothers on this one, but of course, when I'm talking to my brothers, I'm also talking to the sisters too, man. So everybody can get some of this inspiration and this motivation. I got a little 30 minutes that I want to utilize productively or efficiently. So I'm going to tap in with y'all, man, so I can get this build off my chest, man. So I'm going to give people a chance to tune back on in, reconnect with the kid, listen to what it is that I have to say, man. Like I said, I just left y'all about an hour, 30 minutes ago, about an hour and a half ago, man, but I'm back at it. Dominique, for sure, man. Like I said, man, some time opened up, had some on my mind, man. I was just, reading, then something came to me, and I was like, you know what? Let me get it off my chest, man. That's how I like to do it. I say, work in mysterious ways, man. That's how I like to move. That's how I like to operate. I work in mysterious ways. Ain't no telling when I'm going to strike. But best believe and know that I'm going to strike. But I want to talk to my brothers, man. I gotta spit some game to my brothers, man. I see a problem out here with my brothers, man. So I gotta talk to everybody. Lindell, peace, as told by Curly D, peace, what's happening? I feel like I gotta uplift the brothers out here, man. A lot of brothers be feeling like they not appreciated out here, man. And it's just a lot of things that go on, man, that we keep suppressed. So feel like at times, man, I got to single out my brothers, man. Got to let y'all know, man, just how divine we are. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, we going to uplift the sisters out here. We going to uplift the queens, man. That's what we going to do. But a lot of times, man, we got to uplift ourselves, man. We just as divine. We just as righteous by nature, man. We just as powerful. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't give ourselves the credit. And a lot of times, a lot of other people don't give us the credit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that tear us down as well. So we got to go through a lot of verbal abuse. So a lot of times, man, we got to lift ourselves up verbally. And I'm talking about us black men out here, man. Again, at times we got to single ourselves out, man, and we got to speak that life to ourselves, man. We got to do that. We got to big up ourselves. We got to uplift ourselves and empower ourselves. And it's not a lot of that goes on, man. You either got a lot of bashing that's going on, a little back and forth, debates and all that type of nonsense, man. But how many brothers out here just uplifting other brothers and uplifting one another, letting them know how righteous and how divine they are by nature? It really doesn't happen like that. When you get brothers going, we trying to compete, we trying to debate, we trying to argue and stuff like that, man. We trying to convince one another that our way of life, our way of seeing things is the correct way. When in reality, like Elijah Muhammad said, man, every time I look at that black man, man, I see God, man. That's exactly how I view all my brothers, man, because I see the God in myself. And when I'm able to see the God in myself, I'm able to see the God in anybody that looks like me. And that's part of why it's crucial to have that knowledge of self, man. That's why it's important to know yourself. That's why they talked about it back in the day, knowing thyself, man. That's important because when you view yourself in that positive and powerful manner, you're going to view everybody that looks like you in that same light. And we already know the science behind self-hate, man. The reason why it's a lot of this nonsense that's going on out here is because we hate ourselves. Therefore, you hate anything that looks exactly like you. So anything that has the same type of pigmentation as you, you hate it because you hate what you see in the mirror. So that's why we have a lot of the chaos and destruction and all of that nonsense that's going on out here, man, because we hate what we see. We hate the reflection that we see. But if you love what you see, if you love your reflection, then you're going to love anything that reflects you, that looks like you. You're going to love it, man. You're going to embrace it. You're going to see more in that person than they see in themselves, man. So again, man, that's why I'm telling everybody, man, I see the God in my brothers out here, man. We already know how we see the queens out here, man, but how do we see one another? That's important. Yeah, we're going to uplift the queens. We're going to speak highly of the queens out here. We're going to do that's what we're supposed to do. But we also got to speak highly of one another, man. We got to stop hating on one another as brothers, man. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop warring with one another over some nonsense. Because most of the time, 9 times out of 10, we out here killing each other. We out here fighting over straight nonsense. We killing each other over land that we don't even own. We claiming territory that we don't even own. White folks own it, and we going to war over that nonsense. We catching bodies over that type of nonsense. We catching bodies over that. We don't own this land, man, but you step into this territory and we think we have ownership over this land, so we gonna kill you. We killing each other over colors that don't mean that mean absolutely nothing. Oh, you got on this color, so you came on this side of town, so now I gotta shoot and kill you. Little stuff like that, man, it's nonsense. We got enough forces against us, man. We can't be taking each other out over this petty nonsense, man. We can't be doing it. We can't be doing it. Oh, mahogany for sure. And that's one thing the brothers got to realize, man. I tell my brothers this all the time. Brothers be out here talking about, listen, you brothers that's out here, I see a lot of brothers, man, be on these platforms, man, when it comes to relationships and things of that nature, man. Y'all be trying to get game. As I told y'all, Nikki, peace, what's happening? As I told y'all in the previous stream, man, y'all seeking the wrong thing. Y'all looking for pickup lines. Y'all looking for ways to approach women. Man, that's all incorrect, man. Today's mathematics is knowledge God, man. Knowledge God. Like, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all how deep our mathematics go. Today is the 17th, yo. All right, so in the 5% nation of gods and earths, that boils down to knowledge God, all being born to build and destroy, which is the 8. But let me tell y'all the significance of this breakdown. Knowledge God, that's 1, that's 7. 1 is the knowledge, 7 is God. We already know how we view God. That's you, black man. But let's get deeper with it. When you go to the alphabet, what's the 17th letter in the alphabet? It's the Q. In the supreme alphabet, what does the Q represent? It's queen. So how ironic is that? The mathematics for the day when it's 17 is knowledge God. That means as a black man, knowing how divine you are. And then on top of that, the 17th letter of the alphabet is the what? Q. It's the queen. So when you the black man and you realize how divine you are by nature, guess what? You're going to attract that queen to you because that's how the math pans out. That's how the math pans out. But again, it's called knowledge God, man. So you got to know exactly who you are as a black man in order for you to attract that queen. Then when you attract that queen, guess what? She going to acknowledge you as such. She gonna acknowledge you as such, man. All the math adds up, man. But again, you gotta know who you are. You gotta know that you righteous by nature. You gotta know that you divine by nature. You gotta understand how supreme you are, mentally and physically, man. You just gotta understand these things, man. And everybody around you, they gonna reflect that type of energy. They gonna reflect that type of light. But you can't be walking around out here, man. You cannot be walking around out here lost in regards to who you are. By nature, man. You got to not only know who you are by nature, you got to live out that reality. And again, as we say, the mathematics, everything going to unfold for you. You're going to attract everything that you need. Is that magnetism, man. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. That's how the math unfolds for you. That's how the math unfolds for you. So the true game is to know yourself. That's the only game out here, man. That's the only game is to know oneself. I'm telling you. That's going to get you far in life. That's going to get you the furthest in life is to know oneself and to live out what you know, to live out that reality. Like that's the only way to do it, man. That's the only way to do it. If you're looking for some game, if you're looking for some advice, the only advice that should be told to somebody is know thyself. Learn yourself, black man. Know yourself, black man, and put everything that you have learned about oneself into motion. And you're going to get everything that you need. Fletcher, you say, what advice would I give to someone who knows themselves but not living it? Live it. It ain't no excuses. Once you know it, you got to do better. So it ain't really it's no excuse. Once you know, then you must do and be. So it's no excuse. At that point, when you know yourself 100%, but you're not living out the reality, it's all your fault after that because you know yourself. You claim to know yourself 100%, then you should know why you're not living it out. You should know why you're not living it out. That's accountability. So you know better, it's time for you to do better, it's time for you to be better. Point blank, period. Once you know yourself, there are no more excuses. No more, you literally have no more excuses because now you know yourself. So now it's time to live out that reality. It's time to be better. It's time to do better. Point blank, period. My man's Antonio Peace, my brother. But yeah, now it's time to know better. It's time to do better, man. And that's it. That's all we got to do. That's the only game that should be spit out here. is the knowledge of oneself. That's what that's what these queens are at. That's what they seeking, man. They want to see that. They want to see if you know yourself. When you know yourself and you confident in regards to who you are, that's attraction. That's attraction. They attracted to that. They love that. They like, man, this dude know exactly who he is, what he want to do with his life, what he want to be, and he living out that reality. That's what I fool with. That's what I fool with, man. So, man, know yourself, man. You gonna know yourself, man. You gonna start respecting other brothers, man. Come on, man. We have got to, listen, we got to uplift one another, man. We got to uplift one another. Point blank, period. Eli, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, yeah, Dominique, for sure, man. For sure. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the pickup line, that stuff is dead, man. And like I say, I be seeing what some of these dudes on, man. Like, it's crazy that dudes out here, man, grown men out here gravitating towards these platforms where the whole platform just revolves around pointing out all the flaws in women, pointing out how to manipulate the women, basically, bashing the women, basically. Like, it's all corny. It's like it's corny, man. It's really corny. If these platforms don't revolve around helping you acquire that knowledge of yourself, then it is the wrong platform. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you dedicating your time and energy to a platform that's bashing women, telling you how to manipulate them, telling you how to, come on, man, telling you how to pick them up, using pickup lines and all that type of nonsense, man? It's bigger than that, man. It's bigger than that, man. It's bigger than that, man. It's all about that knowledge of self, man. That's always gonna be the foundation, man. You get the woman utilizing those pickup lines, but you don't know who you are, then what? Foundation is weak. So the relationship ain't gonna work. The relationship ain't gonna work at all, man. So, man, we gotta get in tune, man. We always talk about women, we gotta get in tune, man. We gotta get in tune. We gotta do a better job of getting in tune, man. Like, a lot of this stuff is gonna revolve around and fall on us, man. It's gonna fall on us. Like, if we want some things to change, like, we gotta make it happen as men, man. A lot of that responsibility falls on us. A lot of that responsibility falls on us, man. And at times we have our moments, but then at times we also be tripping out here, man. So we gotta do a much better job in regards of us being in tune, man. We gotta do a much better job. Especially when it comes to relationship that we have amongst one another, man. All that sneak dissing, hating on one another. Then we like to call women out on that type of stuff, man. But we act more feminine than the women these days, man. We accuse things of being like, oh man, that stuff that girls do, women do that. That's feminine. We do a lot of that stuff, man. We do a lot of that stuff. We do a lot of the stuff that we label feminine. We do a lot of it, man. We do a lot of gossip and all that type of stuff. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of that amongst one another. And even amongst women, like, we do a lot of that nonsense, man. We got to cut it out. We gotta cut it out, man. We gotta get back to, like, defining what manhood is and living out the reality of manhood. Cause, like, we out here, we be slipping, man. We be out here gossiping. We be out here being entertained by the same stuff that we like, man. It's just bad, man. So we got to do a better job. Master 2, peace. What's happening? Nero, peace. What's going on? Oh, Lindell, for sure. And then we gonna even drop jewels, man. People be talking about, I want a God-fearing man. Why would you want a man that fears himself? Come on, man. Why would you want a man that fears himself? You want no God-fearing man. You want a man that realizes that he is that God, man. You don't want no God-fearing man. You want a God-fearing man, a man that fears himself. That's what a God-fearing man is, a man that fears himself. See, we gonna get deep with it, man. A God-fearing man is a man that fears himself. Flat out. Is a black man, if he's a God-fearing man, he fears himself. And that's just a fact, that's just the truth. God-fearing man is a man that fears himself. That's not what you want. You don't want that. You don't want that God-fearing man. You don't want that man that fears himself. You don't want that man that is afraid to look in the mirror. That's not what you want, man. A God-fearing man is a man that fears himself. No, let me rephrase that. A God-fearing man is a black man that fears himself. That's not what you want. That's not what you after. That's not what you after. That is not what you after. You don't want that God-fearing man. Let me go ahead and clarify that for you ladies. You don't want that. You do not want that man that fears himself. That fears his power. That's what it is, you know. A God-fearing man is a black man that fears his power. Fears his power. Why would you want that? You want a black man that knows and understands his power. There ain't nothing to fear about that. Ain't no a black man that knows and understands who he is and knows and understands his power is not fearing God. He understands that that's who he is. So nah, we don't deal with the God fearing around here, man. We don't deal with that. We don't deal with the God fearing, man. We understand who God is. And they say that's one of the most important questions. Who is God? That's one of the most important questions that you must answer in life. Who is God? And again, black man, you got to realize that's your nature. Got to realize it. All the cultures that predate you realize that. They understood this. We got to bring it back. We got to stop being afraid to live out that reality. We got to stop being afraid. We got to stop being afraid of calling ourselves guys out here in the public, man. We don't care about what anybody else think. We got to come out here. We got to represent. We got to let people know who the true and living gods are, man. We can't be afraid to say that out in public. We can't be afraid of what somebody gonna be thinking if we say this type of stuff out in public. Like, we can't be afraid of that, man. We gotta, listen, we know and understand who the true and living God is, man. We gotta live out that reality. We show and prove through our ways and actions. That's what we do. That's what we do. So we don't fear ourselves. So we ain't God-fearing, man. We ain't God-fearing. Oh, Kuma, for sure. Like I said, we work in mysterious ways, man. So I come like a thief in the night, man. I'm coming. You never know when I'm about to come post something. Never know. You never know. But nah, we don't deal with that God fearing around here, man. Ladies, listen, you don't want a God fearing man. You don't want a man that fears himself, man. You don't want a man that fears himself. You don't want a black man that's afraid of himself, afraid of his powers, afraid of his abilities. No, you want that black man that know about his power, know about his abilities, and he gonna utilize them powers and abilities for the betterment of your future, for the betterment of his future. That's what you want. That's what you need. That's what you need. So we gotta stop being afraid of being gods out here, man. Gotta stop being afraid of that. King, me for sure. All of it came from slavery, man. Got us afraid. Got us afraid out here. And it's right there in your Bible. And people tell you that you misinterpreting the verse when it's telling you right there that ye are all gods, man. It's literally telling you right there, man. You can, and I don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't a book that I follow, but it's telling you right there in the book. But we afraid. We afraid to live out that reality. Come on, man. We afraid to live out that reality. Oh, Kuma, man, we can go deeper when it comes to God, man. Go more, Oz, Dubar, wisdom, strength, and beauty. That's another breakdown of God, man. The G-O-D, go more, Oz, Dubar. We can break that down. Wisdom, strength, and beauty. Wisdom, strength, and beauty. Come on now. That's how we can break it down, man. So we gotta quit playing out here, man. We can't be afraid, man. You gotta live out that reality. Once you know and understand your power, man, you live out that reality, man. You manifest that power. You exercise that power. You don't care about what anybody else think in regards to you exercising that power. You gotta stop doing that, man. We too soft out here, man. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. A lot of us men, we out here, we too soft with it. We too soft with it, man. We got to start being a little more aggressive. We got to start letting the world know what it is, what time it is, and who we are. Can't be afraid, man. Can't be afraid. Can't hold back no punches. Can't be sugarcoating it, man. We got to know. We got to let people know. And that includes the women out here. Let them know. Let them know. King, me, you already know. I was building on that math earlier. And then on top of that, the alphabet for the day, you got the 17. Again, we know what the 17th letter is. It's the Q, it's the queen. So again, when you understand who you are by nature, then again, your reflection got that queen. So you're going to attract exactly what it is that you need. The math and the alphabet lines up. The 1 and the 7, that's knowledge God. Then the 17th letter, that's the Q, that's the queen. Again, so we already know what it is. We already know what it is. Once you know and understand who you are, you're going to attract that queen, because that's how the math and that's how the alphabet lines up. But you got to know and understand who you are. That's how it all lines up, man. It all lines up in your favor, man. Once you start acquiring that knowledge of self, man, it's going to all line up in your favor, man. It's math, man. It's all math at the end of the day. It's all going to line up in your favor. But we got to stop, man. We got to stop being so soft with it, man. We gotta stop being so soft with it, man. We gotta stop being so soft. That's one thing that we continue to do. Continue to be so soft. We continue to be soft. Man, King Me, it's crazy. I was talking about that. What was it? I was talking about that yesterday, I think. One of these days I was just talking about that, man, in regards to what it is what our duty is as civilized people. Let alone the meaning of civilization. But I was talking about what our duty is as civilized people, to teach those who are uncivilized. Man, we got to teach the uncivilized. We got to teach them. That's part of our duty. That's part of our duty. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, man. But again, that's what I'm here for. Like, if it's brothers out here that need that encouragement, that inspiration, then I'm going to provide it. I'm going to supply for them. I'm going to supply for them, man. That's part of my duty. If I see a young bull out here, man, he lost to the true knowledge of himself, then it's part of my duty. It's part of my duty as an elder, man, as an OG, to go ahead and encourage and uplift that young bull, man, not to leave him hanging. Not to leave him hanging. I'm supposed to drop some knowledge on him. I'm supposed to let him know who he is, because ain't nobody else let him know. He may need that from you. He may need that from you. But a lot of times we leave him hanging. That ain't my responsibility. It is, though, man. It's that village. It is, though. He may need you, man. He may need you to be that OG and drop some little jewels on him, man. He may listen to you. You never know. You never know, man. But you at least gotta attempt. These young bulls be looking for the guidance, man. So you gotta drop that knowledge on him, man. You gotta drop that consciousness on him, especially when you see that he lacks it, man. Come on, man. Drop some knowledge, man. Drop some info on him, man. I can't tell you how many times I done chopped it up with some of these young brothers, man, and they like, man, I appreciate what you told me, and they implemented a lot of the things that I told them, man. Like, man, we got to stop playing, man. I ain't finna play around with him. Man. I got people that's younger than me, man, that seriously looking for some guidance, man. And if I don't give it to them, then they may go ahead and jump off the cliff, man. Like what they say, know the ledge, man. So if I don't give them that information, then they going to jump right off that cliff, man. They going to land into that pit of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So I do my best, man. I do my best to go out of my way to help the young bulls, man, the people that's underneath me, man, because I made a lot of mistakes, man. I committed a lot of errors, man, in my 20s and things of that nature. So listen, if I can help you, if I can help prevent you from making those same mistakes that I made, then I best believe I'm going to do it. Best believe I'm going to do it. I'll be doing you a disservice if I just let you make them same mistakes, man. Come on, man. I made them for a reason, man. So I'm not about to let you make the same mistakes, man. I'm not about to allow that to happen under my watch, especially when you ask me questions, man. I'm gonna try to go out of my way to answer that said question and deal with the young brother, man, because apparently you asking those questions because you are concerned about what it is that you are asking me about, man. You concerned about it. You may be on the verge of committing that error. Hence why you asking me the question. So, man, I ain't got time, man. I ain't got time to be leaving brothers hanging out here, man. Got time for it, man. Anytime I got, man, to uplift a brother, man, I must do that. I must do it. Especially the young ones out here, man. They need that. They need that, man. I ain't never hating on a brother, man. I don't understand how that even happens, man. I never hated on a brother, man. If I see a brother around me doing good, man, I applaud that brother. I try to support that brother. Never in my life have I found myself hating on the next man. Never in my life. That don't even make sense, man. The only time where I'm going to speak ill about the next man is if he's doing ill, if he's being wicked. The only time I'm going to speak bad on him, man. If you out here manipulating and deceiving the people and you preying on the people and you doing that nonsense, then I'm going to call you out. Then we going to talk bad about you. That's when we going to talk bad about you, when you out here preying on the people, man. When you out here deceiving and manipulating the people, then I must come at you. It's the only time. Other than that, man, when you out here doing righteous things, man, you just striving to take care of yourself and your family and your universe, then I'm good, man. I'm trying to support everything that you're doing. I ain't got nothing but positive things to say to you. I ain't got nothing but positive energy to send in your direction. That's it. Hey, I'm never hating on the next man, man. That is corny and that is whack. And it's legit dudes, it's legit brothers that do that out here, man. That's whack. And we like to say that that's a female trait and things of that nature. But hence, we here we go. We do it all the time. We do it all the time. So man, we gotta grow up out here, man. Like a lot of brothers, man. It's a lot of brothers out here that got a lot of growing up to do. It's a lot of brothers that got a lot of growing up to do. It's a lot of elders, man, got a lot of growing up to do, man. Again, like that age is irrelevant. Like mentally, like physically, some of y'all are 30, 40, 50, but mentally y'all still at 10. Y'all still at 15. Like that's dead, man. Come on, man. Your mental gotta catch up with that physical, man. If you done been on this planet, man, you done been on this planet 35, 40 years, man. That's a significant amount of time, man. You should be a little more wise. You should be a little more wise than you were at 10. But some of us are stuck on that level of 10. Like, come on, man, we gotta grow, man. We gotta grow. We gotta grow, man. We gotta grow mentally. Like we do all this growing physically, we do all that type of, I mean, we gotta grow mentally, man. And we gotta pass on that mental growth, man. We gotta pass on what we learning. But man, we just as childish, man. We just as childish as the younger generation. And that's why things remain stale, man. That's why things remain inert, man. They don't move. We don't evolve. We don't grow. The Island Peace, what's happening, man? Hey, King, me for sure. But we got to keep pressing on. We got to be relentless. Because at the end of the day, that's our duty. We got to be relentless. We know and understand the man. So we know and understand that we're going to have encounters with the 85, man. We know and understand that that's what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, like I said, they may not catch on today. They may not catch on tomorrow. But, hey, if we be relentless with it, because repetition is king. If we keep dropping the science on them, then it's going to eventually click. It's going to eventually click. So that's why we can't give up on them. That's why we can't give up on them. Justin, and it's crazy, man. I'm gonna drop a jewel on that too, man. I'm gonna drop a jewel on that. DJ Elmo for sure. Part 2. I'm gonna drop a jewel on that, Justin, man. And it's sad that with that conversation, so what even if you were an atheist, man? I'm gonna just keep it real. So what even if you were? Does that automatically make you a bad person? No, it does not. See, we gotta kill that, man. We gotta kill that. So he was assuming you was an atheist, and then along with atheists, he has he views it in a negative light. Like we ain't got decent people out here that don't believe in anything. Plenty of them, man. So it's like, man, we got to stop all of that, man. I know plenty of wicked Christians and I know plenty of nice atheists. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of wicked Muslims and I know plenty of nice atheists. Come on, man. You're like, come on, we got to quit doing all that. We got to quit doing all that. Beast by Bless Zone out. Peace. What's happening? We got to stop doing all that, man. Like, come on, man. I tell people all the time, man, even if I was that, what would that be a problem? Would that be a problem? Even if I didn't believe in anything, would that be a problem? I don't see why that would be a problem. That's a personal decision that I've made. Don't make me a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people doing wickedness and they still believe. So what's the, like, what you want, man? I'd rather not believe and still be righteous because near and dear, like deep in my heart, it just don't make sense to me to believe in anything, but I'm still going to do what's right and exact, opposed to believing in something and still being wicked and just making all excuses in regards to my wickedness. So nah, man, I'm good. Just like when I used to tell people I would eat certain type of way and they was like, well, what, you Muslim? Like, even if I was, would that be a problem? Would that be a problem? So we just make everything out to be a freaking problem, man. If somebody an atheist, I don't care. I'm not finna be, oh man, you evil. Nah, man, you might be the best person in the world, man. You might be the most peaceful person in the world. Care anything about all of that, man. But people, like I say, be making assumptions, man. Because of the way the world is, man, we so conditioned, man. So you gotta be breaking this type of stuff down. Just like when you tell somebody that you are God and things of that nature and how they view that. When all they got to do is they don't even realize what they speak and what they say in regards to their religion. Every time they refer to God, they be like, he. Then the moment I say, boom, man is God, you like, it's a problem. But you say he every time you refer to God. When you refer to God, you say he. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It's always he. Then the moment we say, boom, God is man, then y'all act like we done said the worst thing known to man. Y'all act like we just said the worst thing known to man. But every time you refer to God outside of saying God, you say he. Father. What's a father, man? Who's the father if it's the man? So, man, don't penalize us for going ahead and telling y'all what's right and exact, man. So get out of that. Get out of your feelings. Get out of your emotions. Anytime you refer to God, man, you are referring to him. Him. That's how you refer to him. That's how you do it, man. And you've been doing it. Just got in your feelings because we told y'all what's right and exact, and y'all couldn't see what was right and exact because your pastor is out here lying to you. Wasn't teaching you the truth. So now you're in your feelings because we actually teaching you the truth. So it's striking a nerve, man, because it was right in your face whole time you ain't see it because your pastor had you blind out here. So stop playing with us, man. We just telling y'all what it is, man. We telling y'all what it is, not what you think it is. We telling y'all what it actually is. We ain't here to put you under no type of spell. We ain't here to keep you enslaved. We here to free you. That's what, listen, freedom, freedom, freedom mind. That's what we here to do. We here to free your mind. You ain't got to continue to listen to this pastor, man. This pastor ain't more connected to some higher power than you. That higher power is right there within you, and he don't want to tell you that. He don't want to tell you he got you believing that, look, he the connection. He the preacher. He the pastor. Nah, man, you don't need that. You don't need that. Quit playing, man. There ain't no messenger. You the messenger. Listen, literally, when we start talking about DNA and RNA, like you are literally the messenger. Literally. We all are messengers. We all are prophets. We all have the ability to be all of this. So stop playing with me, man. Ain't no you the prophet, you the messenger, you all of that. Stop looking to other people to be that. You are all of that, man. You want prophecy, man. Listen, all of us done predicted some things, man. Just tap in, man. Just tap in. Just tap into yourself, man. Just tap in. All of us are capable of making predictions and writing our history in advance. All of us, man. So again, that makes us all prophets. That makes us all prophets, man. All of us within the DNA, the RNA, we all carry the messengers, man. So we are all messengers, literally. That's what our cells are, messengers. They carry messages, man, literally. So we all messengers, man. That's what we all are, man. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, man. We all are messengers. We all are prophets, man. Ye are all gods, all of that. You study history, you go look at the image of God, man. Look at the image of God throughout history, man. But y'all, man, I just had a client pull up, man. I'm going to tap out. My phone's finna die anyway. I may tap back in for round 3, man. But I'm going to catch y'all in a minute here. Let me go ahead and kill this client real quick. But I'm going to be out, y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.